My dear students, today I am going to discuss the fifth chapter of geography, that is industries. The topics which would be discussed are classification of industries, factors affecting the location of industries, and industrial system. A place where primary goods are converted into finished products using machines are called manufacturing industries. For example, cloth from cotton, sugar from sugarcane, paper from wood, iron from iron ore. Industry refers to an economic activity that is concerned with the production of goods, extraction of minerals, or the provision of services. For example, iron and steel industry is production of goods, coal mining industry, extraction of coal, and tourism industry is the service provider. Classification of industries. Industries can be classified on the basis of source of raw material, on the basis of size, and on the basis of ownership. On the basis of the raw material they use, we have agro-based industries. They derive raw material from the agricultural sector. For example, flour mills, sugar industry, cotton textile industry. Mineral-based industries. They use mineral ores as raw material. All metal smelting industries such as iron and steel and cement industry belong to this category. Marine-based industries use products from the seas and oceans as raw materials. Industries processing seafood or manufacturing fish oil are some examples. Forest-based industries utilize forest produce as raw materials. The industries associated with forests are pulp and paper, pharmaceuticals, furniture and buildings. The next classification is on the basis of capital investment or size. On the basis of size, industries can be small scale industry and large scale industry. A small scale industry is a type of industry which requires an investment of less than 1 crore. It employs fewer people compared to larger industries and the level of technology used is also not very high. Examples of small scale industries include food processing, industries such as soap making industry and leather goods industry. A small-scale industry in which products are manufactured by artisans by hand is also called cottage industry. Handicrafts industry and pottery industry are examples of cottage industries. Large-scale industry. This type of industry requires an investment of more than 1 crore. It employs more people and uses higher technology than small-scale industries. Automobile industry, iron and steel industry, and cement industry are examples of large-scale industries. Industries can also be classified on the basis of ownership. Public sector industries, they are owned by and operated by the government. For example, Bharat Heavy Electrical Limited and Steel Authority of India Limited. Private sector industries are owned by the individuals or the group of individuals. For example, Reliance Industries, Tata and Steel Industry Company. Joint sector industries are owned and operated jointly by the government and an individual house or a group of individuals. For example, Maruti Udyog, Oil India Limited. Cooperative sector industries are owned and operated by the producers or suppliers of the raw material or workers or both. For example, Anand Milk Union Limited, Amul. Now, let us discuss the factors affecting the industrial locations. The factors which are responsible for the location of the industries are availability of raw material, cheap labor, availability of power and other infrastructure, proximity to the markets, cheap and swift mode of transport, availability of services like banking and insurance, and land. Industries are usually set up in places where most of these factors are available or can be made available at a low cost. Sometimes the government provides incentives like subsidized power, lower transportation costs, and other infrastructure so that the industries may be located in backward areas. Industrialization often leads to the development and growth of towns and cities. The last topic for today is industrial system. Every industry requires inputs in form of raw materials, power supply, capital, labor, infrastructure and land. Performs operations in form of processing activities through which raw materials are turned into finished products or primary products are turned into secondary products. produces output in form of end products and the income earned by selling them. Inputs, processes, and outputs together comprise the industrial system. For example, the textile industry requires inputs such as cotton, labor, factory, land, power, and transport. Processing activities undertaken by the industry include ginning, spinning, weaving, dyeing, and printing. The end products is cloth or clothes such as shirts and pants, which are then transported to the market and sold. With this, I finish the today's topics. Thank you. Have a nice day ahead.